Chapter 1 of The Romance of a Christmas Card. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recorded by Allyson, Hester. The Romance of a Christmas Card by Kate Douglas Wiggins. Chapter 1. It was Christmas Eve and a Saturday night when Mrs. Larrabee, the Beulah minister's wife, opened the door of the study where her husband was deep in the revision of his next day's sermon, and thrust in her comely head framed in a knitted rigolette. "Luther, I'm going to run down to Letty's. We think the twins are going to have measles. It's the only thing they haven't had, and Letty's spirits are not up to concert pitch. You look like a blessed old prophet tonight, my dear. What's the text?" The minister pushed back his spectacles and ruffled his gray hair. Isaiah 6:8. "And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? Then said I, Here I am, send me." "It doesn't sound a bit like Christmas somehow." "It has the spirit, if it hasn't the sound," said the minister. "There is always so little spare money in the village that we get less and less accustomed to sharing what we have with others. I want to remind people that there are different ways of giving, and that bestowing of one's self in service and good deeds can be the best of all gifts. Letty Boynton won't need the sermon. Don't be late, Reba." "Of course not. When was I ever late? It has just struck 7, and I'll be back by 8 to choose the hymns. And oh, Luther, I have some fresh ideas for Christmas cards, and I am going to try my luck with them in the marts of trade. There are hundreds of thousands of such things sold nowadays, and if the Boston Banner likes my verses well enough to send me the paper regularly, why shouldn't the people who make the cards like 'em too, especially when I can draw and paint my own pictures?" "I've no doubt they'll like them. Who wouldn't? If the parish knew what a ready pen you have, they'd suspect that you'd help me in my sermons. The question is, will the publisher send you a check, or only a copy of your card?" "I should relish a check, I confess, but oh, I should like almost as well a beautifully colored card, Luther, with a picture of my own inventing on it, my own verse, and R.L. in tiny letters somewhere in the corner. It would make such a lovely Christmas present, and I should be so proud, inside of course, not outside. I would cover my halo with my hat so that nobody in the congregation would ever notice it." The minister laughed. "Consult Letty, my dear. David used to be in some sort of picture business in Boston. She will know, perhaps, where to offer your card." At the introduction of a new theme into the conversation, Mrs. Larrabee slipped into a chair by the door, her lantern swinging in her hand. "David can't be as near as Boston, or we should hear of him sometimes. A pretty sort of brother, to be meandering footloose over the earth, and Letty working her fingers to the bone to support his children, twins at that. It was just like David Gilman to have twins. Doesn't it seem incredible that he can let Christmas go by without a message? I dare say he doesn't even remember that his babies were born on Christmas Eve. To be sure, he is only Letty's half brother, but after all they grew up together and are nearly the same age." "You always judge David a little severely, Reba. Don't despair of reforming any man till you see the grass growing over his bare bones. I always have a soft spot in my heart for him when I remember his friendship for my Dick, but that was before your time. Oh, these boys, these boys!" The minister's voice quavered. "We give them our very life blood. We love them, cherish them, pray over them, do our best to guide them, yet they take the path that leads from home. In some way, God knows how, we fail to call out the return love, or even the filial duty and respect. Well, we won't talk about it, Reba. My business is to breathe the breath of life into my text. Here I am, Lord, send me. Letty certainly continues to say it heroically, whatever her troubles." "Yes, Letty is so ready for service that she will always be sent till the end of time. But if David ever has an interview with his Creator, I can hear him say, 'Here I am, Lord, send Letty.'" The minister laughed again. He laughed freely and easily nowadays. His first wife had been a sort of understudy.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?